Once upon a time, in a smoky honky-tonk nestled deep in the rolling hills of Tennessee, there came a man with a voice as smooth as Tennessee whiskey and lyrics as sharp as porcupine's quills. He introduced himself simply as Country Mike.
Rock country Mike, West country Mike, here's country Mike, he's country Mike.
No last name, no back history, just a cowboy hat pulled low over his eyes and a promise to sing till the cows come home.
Yes, dedicate all you bank-stabbing fools out there. There's gonna be hell to pay, I catch up with you. Think I don't know? I know what you're up to. Damn pretty boys, oh, let air out of the tires. Woo, woo, do like yeah, do like woo, woo. I'm not the type, turn a blind eye.
No one quite knew where Country Mike came from. Some folks whispered it blown out in from Texas. His boots caked with red dirt from the Panhandle Plains. Others claimed he was the black sheep of a wealthy Nashville dynasty, exiled for wanting to make funny songs about farm animals.
Without Country Mike, what would you do? You need my songs like I need you. Everyone has got their special place. If yours ain't country, get out my face. Take a man out in the country, can't you see? Keep your city-sticking hands off of me. A day just ain't a day without a song. I'll be a hootin' and a hollering all night long.
Country Mike released his self-titled debut album and, for a while, it seemed like was poised to change country music forever.
Kenny left the grand old Opry, looking for fortune and fame. Packed his bags off to Hollywood, trying to make himself a name. Bright lights, big city, Kenny's looking for a hit.
Nashville insiders couldn't decide if he was a joke or a genius. But Country Mike didn't care. He was too busy living his dream of singing about tractors and heartbreak.
No one likes sloppy drunk, sticking up a broom like a stinky skunk. Fall on your face and your head goes clunk. Things spin around, throw up in your bunk. Nobody likes sloppy drunk, sticking up the broom like a stinky skunk. Nobody likes sloppy drunk.
Unfortunately, the road wasn't kind to Country Mike. Rumors swirl about his erratic behavior, like the time he replaced his entire band mid-show because they weren't hee-hawing hard enough. Okay, this was a lie, because he never played live, mostly for his refusal to wear anything but a rhinestone suit and a cowboy hat. Years later, the world finally learned the truth about Country Mike. Or should we say, Mike D from the Beastie Boys.
Now, for some reason, Country Mike was released with little fanfare. Country Mike, we felt, looked suspiciously like the work of one lone Beastie Boy, Michael Diamond.
A lot of people seem to have me confused. I'm an MC. I don't know anything about country music. There happens to be a guy named Country Mike, and I've known the man. He's a bit of a lone, loose cannon. He's actually even been violent at times, only because he comes from an abused background himself.
Adam Yauch explains, at some point after Ill Communication came out, Mike got hit in the head by a large foreign object and lost all of his memory. As it started coming back, he believed that he was a country singer named Country Mike.
You know what, you probably shouldn't talk about this around Mike because it's sort of one of his triggers.
Yeah, it can be. I can get very emotional on the topic, it's true. So thank you, for pointing out, because it's, I keep a lot kept inside about, there's a lot of controversy surrounding Country Mike, and it hurts sometimes inside.
Papa done told me, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you might be counting your chickens before they hatch. Which brings us to the question, why did the chicken cross the road? But if I knew that, I know our bird in the hands were cool in the bush.
So, what happened to Country Mike? Well, after the doctors fixed him, Mike D returned to being the hip hop icon we all know.
Get ready, cause this ain't funny. My name is Mike T, and I'm about to get funny. Who lies to tell me I ain't been at the start? Sing them up, I'll let to fly. And when people hit the heart, you ain't such a kid, never ever from the door.
So, there you have it. Country Mike was never a country artist at all. He was just Mike D having a laugh, making a ridiculous album for kicks.
When Sally was a girl, she was the loneliest soul in grade school. Folks all thought she was a halfwit, but it's just that she just didn't like to speak.
Somewhere out there in a dusty corner of an eBay auction or hidden in a collector's basement, Country Mike's greatest hits still exists.
Keener Beastie Boys fans remember getting a taste of Country Mike on their 1999 Greatest Hits disc, The Sounds of Science. But it turns out Country Mike's Greatest Hits was the final Grand Royal disc for friends and family, and now it's a rare artifact that fetches up to $300 on old eBay.
And to this day, some fans swear that if you listen closely to a Beastie Boys track, you can hear the faint echoes of a cowboy hat-wearing dreamer who just wanted to sing about trucks, chickens, and heartbreak. Hee-haw indeed.